likes me because I got so many prizes.
What the heck?
Did you get this?
No.
Oh, that praline is good. Yum.
After spending the last month traveling Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, we do not have enough good things to say about the Maritimes.
This spot is so sick.
Now we're headed to the smallest province in Canada, Prince Edward Island, also known as PEI. Today we're on our way to the island's largest city and a popular cruising port, Charlottetown, PEI.
So our very first stop here in Prince Edward Island is at the Lobster Barn here in Victoria, and we just got done talking to a local, and she said this was the #1 rated lobster roll out of 75 different places here, and they won this award like 5 years ago, so it still should be pretty good, hopefully. Well, I'm guessing it's gonna be one of the freshest lobsters we ever had because they're literally hauling boxes of lobster right off this boat right here, loading it onto the truck. So it should be pretty good. Okay, that did not disappoint.
Delicious. We got the original, which is the cold one, which we never get. And I think I actually like it better cold. It didn't taste nearly as fishy as the Tom's one.
The mayo helped, though.
Oh yeah, whatever that mayo was, which I honestly think tasted a lot like honey mustard.
What?
Which I'm surprised you liked it so much.
I don't think it tasted like honey mustard. I don't know about that one.
Okay, I'm just saying. It was delicious.
I think we found the nicest people on planet Earth. We just got offered to park right in
Pretty much their driveway.
In their driveway. Yeah, they probably own this barn here. And also offered for us to fill up water. Such nice people. That's amazing.
They're so sweet. And he's geeking out over
I
the
am
tide.
fully nerding out here. Those people just brighten my mood so much. I mean, just, how are you upset? Like, it's beautiful here.
I'm not upset.
I'm not saying you, well, I didn't mean it like that. I'm not saying you are. It's just amazing.
From Victoria, we continued east towards Charlottetown, making one pit stop before getting to our camp spot for the night.
We just made it to Argyle Shores Provincial Park on the south side of the island, and it's known for its red sand beaches, and I've never been to a red sand beach, at least if I have, maybe in the Big Island of Hawaii.
Yeah, maybe there.
Maybe there, but not as red as this. This is like bright red, and it's right along the strait here. The tide's going out, so we're gonna have more and more sand to check out, but it's pretty cool. Is it sand or mud? That's the question. Taylor thinks it's mud. I think it's sand. Is that true?
I do think it's mud. Or like dirt, red dirt. I don't think it's sand.
We're gonna find out. Oh, there's a little waterfall. That is sand if I ever seen sand before. What do you think, bud? You sand expert? Oh, it is sand? He's like, don't get me involved with this. Don't make me the middle. Don't put me in the middle.
I'll give it to Kev. I think it really is sand. I really thought it was going to be mud though.
And to be fair, we just came from Nova Scotia, which the Bay of Fundy and those rivers are super red or like orangey, brown, and it's just straight mud. So to be fair, we had some, what's it called? Like planting the seed,
yeah.
like what's that? Priming.
Safe to say Wyatt's favorite part of this beach is the waterfall.
I don't think he's ever seen a waterfall up close. So it's like sensory overload. The noises of it are really soothing for him. Plus, we have a noise machine that does a little bit of a waterfall, so that might be helping him as well.
Oh yeah, he definitely thinks he's in his room. He's like, is it bedtime?
Anyway, this is a really cool spot. If you've never seen red sand before, or a big tidal range area, like, really, really cool. Me and Taylor both live at the beach in New Jersey, and I'm like fascinated by this.
Yeah, it's really
Nerding
cool.
out by it.
I do wish I knew how far up the tide came. Just for a reference, it would be interesting.
Yeah, we know like
Because it's getting to low tide now, so it's lower than it was even when we got here.
drastically lower.
Yeah,
Like it's so much further out. Crazy.
There's no camping or overnight parking here, which is kind of unfortunate because it is a beautiful area. It's got like parks and bathrooms and picnic tables, and it's super, super well kept. So it'd be a really nice place to camp if you could. But that probably is why it is so nice, because
Exactly.
people don't camp here. So give and take.
Maybe because we just have a beautiful weather window right now, but this spot was so peaceful. There was barely any wind. The sun shining, no people. We're here in the shoulder season, September, late September here in PEI, and it's just, I wish we could spend all night here. It's just magical.
You did such a good job.
Welcome to our camp spot for the night. I think the first one in PEI is a winner.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Look at these views.
This is incredible. So our first stop today before we go into the city of Charlottetown is the Charlottetown Farmers Market, which is a little bit outside Center City area, right next to the University of Prince Edward Island. If you saw our Halifax episode, then you know we like to go to farmers markets and check out the local foods and the local treats here at different locations.
We've been planning it so good where we've been able to hit all of the cities on the weekends when they're actually doing things. So it's been great.
And it's the tail end of the season here, so I'm assuming if we visit during the week, it's gonna be less poppin', obviously, and not as lively.
All day long I'm smiling, I'm happy all the time. That sun keeps on shining, and it's got me feeling fine. Birds are whistling to me everywhere I go. Whoa, I can feel.
All right, well, that was much more short-lived than I thought it would be. It's a little smaller than the others, but it's still really nice. I think it's more like the vendors, I feel like, keep their
Local.
little stands up like permanently. Some of those look like permanent stands.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think it's more of like a lunchtime thing. They didn't really have a whole lot of breakfast options. They had one coffee shop, maybe one or two bakeries, a donut place, which we were excited to try.
So whenever we see donuts, we always taste them. So here we have the cinnamon sugar little donuts. I forget the name of the place.
Bite size.
Mm-hmm.
They're good?
Mm-hmm.
These are good.
Right. Off to Charlottetown.
First stop, the food hall.
Is that where we're going? I mean, I'm kind of hungry, so that's
I'm
perfect.
starving.
Okay. Did you know Prince Edward Island is Canada's food island, apparently? So hopefully this food hall has a wide variety of different treats, foods, meals, sandwiches. Tomorrow there is the biggest festival of the year. It's called Farm Day, and basically they shut down the streets. So we're really excited for that tomorrow, but we want to see the city in its normal atmosphere. So we're hitting it today, and then we'll experience the festival tomorrow. I also didn't realize that Prince Edward Island has a lot of cruise tourism too, which makes sense because all three, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland, are big on cruises in the main cities. And they also have the double-decker buses like they do in Halifax.
Sun keeps on shining, and it's got me feeling fine. Birds are whistling to me everywhere I go. Whoa, I can feel it deep down in my bones. I'm a happy soul, bubbling from my head down to my toes, and I feel like gold.
So we've recently learned that not only is PEI known for their seafood, but apparently it's really, really big in potatoes. So we figured we had to try one while we were here. So we got the veggie potato, which is potato, cheese, corn, green onion, and a little bit of sour cream. Oh, and butter. Yum. Which one did you get?
Nice. You always got that. So as you can imagine, the areas near the cruise ships are heavily touristy. We're at the wharf right here, which has a bunch of cool shops, I'm not gonna lie, but it is just really touristy stuff. So hopefully as we make our way into the city, we'll get more and more local. And apparently tomorrow the Farm Day Festival is a massive local event, so it should be really exciting.
If you're looking for a suvie, it's a spot.
The wharf?
Great stuff. I mean, I could have bought multiple things in there.
Quick little feeding break. But we are sitting right outside the floating dock little restaurant shacks, and there's a spot, the Ship Shack has a lobster roll for $22.
The what?
Ship Shack?
Chip Shack.
The Chip Shack has a
Tongue
lobster roll
twister.
with fries for $22. Yesterday we got a lobster roll and seafood chowder for $25, which I would argue is a better deal because that's also one of the best lobster rolls of all PEI. So
Yeah.
either way, the point is
Well
they're
priced.
really well priced compared to other provinces in Canada. Right behind me is Cal's Ice Cream, which is arguably some of the best ice cream in Canada. But we're not going to get it here. We're actually going to go to the factory where you could see it made and try it there.
Since traveling with Wyatt, we have a whole lot of downtime, which we take advantage of by looking things up in the area on our phones using Hollowfly's eSIM.
We use Hollowfly on basically every international trip because they have unlimited data plans, so we never have to worry about running out of data, trying to find local SIM cards, or dealing with expensive international data roaming fees. They make it super easy and convenient because you can buy your eSIM online before you get to your trip. And luckily for you, we have a coupon code Mathers on the Map that gets you 5% off your order.
So consider using Hollowfly for your next trip, and thank you Hollowfly for sponsoring today's video.
Full belly, bud?
Full belly. Now we have 3 more hours to go. Right, bud? Well, the wharf is definitely food and souvenir mecca, and I'm talking good souvenirs, not like the crappy little junk that you find in most souvenir stores, like quality teas.
So we just made it to Queen Street, which is like Main Street, I guess, of the city, where all the shops and other restaurants are. And then there's also Victoria Row, which we'll probably be running into shortly.
Every day was chocolate?
This street is called Victoria Row, and it's a nice little pedestrian street and known to have live music, which there was live music right now,
Yeah.
and some pubs and eateries along the way. Cheers.
Wow. This is delicious.
Really?
Oh, you're going to be very impressed.
That is delicious.
Blueberry was one of the top reviews, so never steers you wrong. Very good. Tastes like pie.
So our little boy Wyatt, every time we get our food, he wakes up from a nap or he starts to get fussy and wants to eat. And he just rather eats before we do, every time.
Gahan House was a winner. We got the fried chicken sandwich, which isn't the most popular thing on the menu, and it was delicious.
Delicious.
We had a lot of fish and chips over the past 3-4 weeks now, so we just opted not to go with that. But that is the most popular thing on the menu. And then they're also really well known for their oysters, which their baked oyster was pretty good. We were a little surprised to have the curry on it though, but it was good. I thought it was good.
Really good. It was a nice flavor for them.
I knew Taylor was gonna go in here. I have proof that this is a floating dock because it's clearly low tide and the dock is way lower than it was earlier today.
We just made it back to the van and we have one more stop on our list for today, and then we are coming right back here to park because we are going to be attending the farm market or the farm festival tomorrow, and this spot is just too good to pass up.
Apparently you could sleep right in the city, so why not do that when you have a camper van and that's how you're traveling. All right.
We are super excited, aren't we, buddy? Yay!
I wish you could taste it.
I know. We've been pretty much waiting for this since Halifax, and today's the day.
This place is massive.
Get in my belly.
Let's go.
Thanks, Dad.
What flavors you got?
I got white chocolate raspberry. Uh-oh, you're dripping. And caramel macchiato. Ooh, that praline is good.
Yeah.
Yum.
I got the pralines and cream and it's banging, and then I got vanilla. I'm a plain Jane type of guy. But it is really, really good.
That praline is top notch. Oh, did it again.
So we've been holding out on cows because of the creamery. And I'm not gonna lie, we were expecting a little bit more of like a tour of how the production works, but it is Saturday, so no one was working the lines or anything, which is probably our fault, but it wasn't really as big as we expected. So if you have limited time, just get cows in whatever location you're gonna be at. I'm sure it's still gonna be absolutely incredible, and it is really, really good.
So good.
Do we want to put him in the car seat, or do we want to put him in? This morning we woke up right here in the city and the parking lot was completely empty, but today is Farm Day, which is the largest festival in the city, and look at the parking lot right now. It is absolutely packed, which we're hoping for an awesome day because there's going to be over how many vendors?
180 vendors sourced from all over Prince Edward Island. So they're all local vendors that come once a year to this huge festival.
We love free samples. I'm sure a lot of you guys do, and we're hoping to basically
some breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
yeah, taste our way through the entire thing.
Are you ready to get some samples? Hopefully some of these other cars leave before we do, because if not, it is going to be tight getting out of here.
There are also 2 cruise ships here today. Yesterday there was only 1, so we're getting double the occupancy, plus all of the locals that are going to be coming to the city today as well. Pretty sure the population of PEI is like 165,000, and if I had to guess, they're all right here today.
Starting off wonderful. Apple cider, cold too.
Wow, cheers.
Cheers. Wow, that's sweet. Cream soda.
Oh, that is terrible. Free ice pops, but we got cream soda flavor.
It's not terrible. Take another bite. You might like it.
I hate cream soda flavor. That's terrible. Ugh. God. So we're 1 for 2 with the free samples.
I mean, you can never go wrong
With the cider?
with cider.
Well, I think we just got a bad hand dealt with the freeze pops. I mean, she could have gave us 2 different colors, so we had better
that
odds.
would have been nice.
We got live music over here. It's safe to say the town is way more alive than it was yesterday. I'm bumping into people. Taylor's getting ran over by a stroller. It is loud. Gahan House is right behind me, and it was basically dead yesterday. It is just jammed.
Beer garden today.
Yeah.
Wow. really good.
Woo. That is good. Victoria Row is also jamming. Man, what a difference.
Change from yesterday.
Yeah, what a difference.
I read that Receiver Coffee is one of the best in the city. However, it is a 15 to 20 minute wait for one cup of coffee because that is how many people are here today. So it's safe to say I'm not getting coffee this morning. We are taking a quick break from the festival because little buddy needs to eat.
Man's better?
Little man is clean.
Clean? How big of a blowout?
Oh, it was huge. Up the back.
Good job, buddy.
Are we ready to eat now?
Okay, the blowout slash feeding is over.
Oh, gotta love it.
That was an hour now gone, but it's all right. We're back at it.
Back? Oh, washrooms. Oh, they're 40s. We would have suffered.
Yeah.
In the 40s.
But I'm getting really hungry. We need to find some food.
Our first food purchase of the day.
French
Chips
fries.
for $2. Thank you.
Enjoy. Can't beat this deal.
$2, and they are so crispy.
Apparently PEI is known for its potatoes, and they don't disappoint.
Wow, those are great.
All right.
Cream cheese macchiato.
Interesting.
Sounds
Big,
great.
strong.
It's good stuff. What do we get?
Big sandwich and potato salad. Not bad. And you can get a charcuterie cup.
You didn't get it all?
You don't get it all. You gotta pay. But it's okay. It's free samples.
They must like me because I got so many prizes.
What the heck?
Did you get this?
No.
Oh. I got something for points if I purchase a meat product, so we probably won't be using that. But I also won a free water bottle.
Nice.
I thought I was going to have water in it, so I was like, oh yay, but I mean, it's still kind of
That's
nice.
solid.
We have officially done the entire market. It was awesome. Lots of freebies and a whole lot of things to buy if you're into crafty souvenirs. But we are headed back to the beer garden for some grub, and Kevin is probably gonna get a blueberry wheat. On top of so many vendors and so many different little booths, there's even live music on multiple different areas throughout the street. All right, change of plans. We are not getting lunch in the beer garden. The menus didn't look that great, and it's packed, and there's nowhere to sit outside. So we are going to John Brown's, which has been popping today and yesterday, and it's on Victoria Row, which is a very, very popular street here in Charlottetown. So this place is probably known for their seafood dishes, but both Kevin and I got a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, which looks absolutely delicious. Little man's awake, and he wants a sweet potato fry. Full bellies. Not the best chicken sandwich we've ever had, but good enough. If you're between Gahan's and Johnny Brown's or John Brown's, I recommend Gahan, but still good. I thought throughout the day the crowds would lighten up a bit, but it is just as busy now as it was this morning, and it's 4 o'clock.
What did we do?
We went in for a single scoop and we got a double, which is more like a triple, the way that they scoop it out.
Yeah.
But I think we might have found a bit better flavor than even yesterday.
We got apple crisp. They didn't have pralines and cream, which is what we were gonna get. But it turns out apple crisp is delicious.
It has pieces of apple crisp in it, which are just delicious.
Well, the day is coming to a close. Farm Day in the city was a success. If you're coming to PEI in the shoulder season, try and be in Charlottetown when Farm Day is going on, because it's a whole different experience than when it's not.
Oh, sweet home. ready to play?
Whew, I'm tired.